What's going on, nerds? My name is Jesse, and we are back here for another reaction for you guys. Today, we're going to do some more Bill Burr. We put 2 up on the channel last week, and they got pretty decent views and a lot of comments, so we'll do some more. This is his Steve Jobs bit. Steve Jobs, you know, obviously creator of Apple computers. So we'll see what he has to say about him. I imagine it's going to be extremely funny because Steve Jobs is a very polarizing figure. Now, with that being said, we're at 193 subs as I film this, so we're really close to 200. That's really cool. So thank you for all the new subs and the comments. I give a heart to every comment, and I try to reply to them if I have time. And with that being said, let's just jump into it. I am taking recommendations as well. Here we go. Bill Burr, Steve Jobs.
What did he do? Somebody, for the love of God,
what
the fuck did that guy do? What did he do? He told other people what to invent? I want my entire music collection in that phone. Get on it!
Okay, so real quick, if you don't know, Steve Jobs is not a, what would you call him, a programmer? A hardware engineer? Software engineer? None of those things. He is basically a person with an idea, and there was a very famous person that was his partner, and he's the one who kind of did all of the like back-end work, creating the software, creating the hardware, making the Apple II, all of that goodness. So a lot of this is very true, and it's very comical because when people praise Apple and praise the iPhone and praise the iMac and all of this stuff, nobody praises the people who actually made the machines. They praise Steve Jobs, the visionary, right? So that's kind of where he's going.
Right? And then these poor, nameless, faceless scientists got to go in a back room and figure it out. How the fuck are we going to get all of this into this? I mean, what year does this guy think this is? This is crazy. This is like Buck Rogers. Dude, my kid has a birthday in like 11 months. Steve Jobs just walking by. I don't hear any thinking going on in there. Just strutting around the office, eating some pretentious fruit like a pear. Right? Just throwing out ideas. There's another one. There's another one I just came up with on the way to work. I was reading a magazine the other day, turning pages, you know? I like to turn pages on a screen that aren't even there. Yeah, wrap your fucking heads around that, guys! See you in a
I
year.
love his delivery, man. So
Where you
like
going,
manic.
Michael? Big, little, get on it!
Pinch the zoom, fix it, make it happen.
Right? And all these people slave away to make his vision come true. And then they have the big nerd fest, right?
The Nerd Fest.
Down there, Comic-Con, and all their nerd mecca. They're all showing up with their acne and their Hulk shirts, limping into the arena, right?
Okay, when was this film? This is clearly very old, like maybe early 2000s, when Comic-Con was like what he is describing it as. It's not like it was actually like that, but that was the perception of the outside world. Nowadays, Comic-Con is a lot more accepted, and obviously a super fucking cool thing to go to. So if you ever get a chance, fucking go. Whether you're a super nerd or not, you're gonna have a great time. So with that being said,
does Steve Jobs go out with a whole chorus line of scientists? No, he goes out there by himself.
Fuck all.
Sneakers and no belt, like it was no biggie, right? like he's Tesla. Tapping into the atmosphere. I know, this is always uncomfortable. I know, you bought into it, right? That whole advertising, the way they aligned themselves with some of the greatest people of all time. Jesus, Gandhi, me. Remember that?
Top 3.
Muhammad Ali, John Lennon, this guy. How the fuck was that dude like any of them? Gandhi didn't have a sweatshop.
Oh.
Nah, he didn't have people
That's
leaping to
heavy.
their deaths only to catch a net and get ricocheted back through the window.
Get back to work.
To get yet another iPad.
Right.
John Lennon didn't have children in his basement pressing those fucking albums. I know. New phone can't fit the old charger. This is your hero?
This is your hero.
This is the guy?
So real quick, I know I paused a lot, but that's kind of my deal. So if you don't like it, later. I love Bill Burr's like delivery. I think the way he, like the rhythm and cadence that he uses when he is saying his jokes, like it feels like it's It feels like if you ran into Bill Burr in a bar and you guys were just talking, he could just spit you out this story, and it feels real and genuine. Even though he's done this probably 1,000 times or 100 times, whatever, at different shows, because I'm sure he tours. You know what I'm saying? It always feels like fresh and like in the moment with him. I don't know what it is. I really like that style though. It doesn't feel super rehearsed.
This is what all the silence is about. New phone can't fit the old charger, so then you got to throw it out. Ends up in the ocean around some octopus's neck. Do you realize how much sea life is ecstatic that man is no longer walking the earth?
Wow, that was a good one. All right, that was Bill Burr on Steve Jobs. Obviously, a lot of credible points. Obviously, when you talk about stand-up, and even though there is like murky waters of truth in a lot of the stuff we're talking about, like obviously Steve Jobs didn't design a fucking single thing at Apple, right? He didn't put anything on a motherboard. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do any software, right? Now, with that being said, being able to be a visionary and come up with great ideas is a skill in itself, and it's worth praising. Now, with that being said, a lot of these other guys should have been, you know, praised as well. So, with that being said, if you like the reaction, please let me know. Leave me a like, follow me on Twitter if that's something you want to do. The original link to the original video will be in the description below. Go support Bill Burr, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Later.